Hey there, what's up guys? This is the one and only take I'm gonna do for this video. It's gonna be a presentation slash a training video, and I know you can't tell by my energy, but it is currently 1:21 a.m. on what is technically Monday, October 29th, which I did the math, it's about 57 days before December 31st, and that's extremely important to me because I know I set goals that I wanted to achieve by the end of this year, and this opportunity that we have in front of us right now will allow us to not only get to the goals that we set, but maybe even exceed them. So let's dive into what exactly this is and how this came about, especially my story, which you are watching this video, so I'll share my story. This came about, today's Sunday, came about to me on Friday, and I was working on other projects, and when I heard the terminologies of crowdfunding, of donations, I just really was turned off, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. And it was because the friend had politely persisted that during a second phone conversation, he brought me on the phone with the person that shared it with him, and he shared his story, and he brought me on the phone with the person that brought it to him. So it was a four-way conference, and in that conversation, I got to truly understand what this was, and I realized that this brings down all of the walls that have kept people from succeeding in other opportunities where there was so much corporate bureaucracy that have caused delays in product launch, and app launch, and platforms being developed, and payouts, company enhancements, changes, all of these things that made it difficult, auto ships, these stuff that were extremely frustrating, and the net result was ultimately the person ending up frustrated, negative, and unhappy with the entire process. This allows people to get money in their PayPal, in their Coinbase, in their Venmo, in their bank account, and in their Cash App. However they want to accept funds, they can do so, and that's what really resonates with people, is the fact that you can start in the morning, and by the afternoon you can end up with money in your bank account that you can use to pay for groceries, gas, whatever bills you have, anything you want to do. If you have a hot date and you need money, and you can start in the morning and put a bit of effort into it and end up with the money to take her out to a very nice restaurant. So anyway, let's dive into the different donation levels you have. Also, by the way, my story about Friday, I dropped everything. And I was like, you're telling me that I could possibly receive $10,000 in the next 10 days? And someone on the phone said, Sal, I received $18,000 in 3 days. I was like, okay, you know what? I don't know everything about this. I'm gonna host a webinar in 2 hours. You guys do the presentation. I will gather the people. And from there, I have just been relentless. I did not go to sleep that night until 6:45 a.m. And I have now 4x'd, close to 5x my original donation amount. And today's Sunday, so it's about 3 days. So yeah, let's dive into these numbers. So you may really want to pay attention to what's happening here. And by the way, this model has been proven sustainable because the owner, David Rosen, has actually done a model like this. Actually, this one is even more enhanced, but that one has been running since 2002, which is now 16 years? Yeah, 16 years of it running, and it's still running. And this one is even better. It's even more enhanced, and it allows you to get paid over and over and over again on the people you've brought in because they stick to you, as opposed to being randomly distributed throughout the system where you're benefiting every time they re-up or redonate. So let's dive into the donation package side. So you have $250. So when you sign up, there's every 6 months there is $29 that you pay. So that is you pay that once, and then every 6 months. So that's pennies compared to what we're talking about here. Okay. So the small amount is $250. That's the smallest donation size. Now, what happens, and this is the interesting part, what happens is that when you donate this, you'll receive 2 people that gets half of this. So one person gets 125 and the other person gets 125. After you do this, you should then be eligible to get funds. I say should because you should also share this. This is not a passive income opportunity. This is an active income opportunity, but a very lucrative one. You can't just be a free rider here. This is not automated income, but it is income unlike any other. 18,000 received in 3 days. In my case, it was well over $4,000 in 3 days. So those are the kind of numbers that's possible here. So you should then refer 2 people, but even if you don't, you're eligible to cycle once without referring anyone. And I'll explain what cycling means. So now this is you. After you make your donation, you are now eligible for 6 slots. So right there. Here you are eligible for $625 payment. So if this is 125, 125, that's 250, 125, 125, that's 500, 125, 125, that's 750. So you put in 250, you got back 750. That cycle is complete. Now here is the very, very cool part. If you subtract what you put in, you have now net 500. You can now either stop everything, or if you want to continue, you can put the 500 back. You can pocket the 250 again, and now you can put the 500, because now there's also a 500 level, a 1,000 level, a 2,000 donation level, and a 4,000. And so each of them will ultimately triple. The 250 will become 750, the 500 will become 1,500, 1,000, 3,000, the 2,000 will become 6,000, and the 4,000 will become 12,000. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you are active in one of each of the cycles, meaning if the 250 cycles, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 payments of the 125 is given to you either by Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, bank account, or even cryptocurrency wallet. When those are given to you, you have now cleared out of that matrix. You can now re-enter, or else you will not continue to get 250. So you always want to be active on the 250 matrix, on the 500, on the 1,000, 2,000, and the 4,000, which the person that made 18K in 3 days has bought one of each of the packs. So he's got the 250, not really packs, but donation size, 250, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, which totals out to be $7,750. So ultimately, he's put that in, and out of all the donations, he has gotten out 18,000 in 3 days. So if you subtract what he's put in, that's over $10,000 in 3 days. That's extremely powerful. So that's the model we have, and we can dive deeper into it, but just understand there is tremendous amount of stories that are coming out of it. And if you have been in the space of trying to make money online, which I have, for multiple years, I have never seen anything like this where the company doesn't even touch the money. This person that signed up for the 250 now pays the 125 and 125 directly to the people in the back office that the system says, send this person 125, send this person 125. They prefer the 125 by PayPal, they prefer the 125 by Cash App. And you get to put your preference of how you wish to accept funds. It is the most elegant and freedom-based system because it does not involve the corporate. How does the company make money? On this $29 that you paid twice a year, which comes out to be about $5 a month. That is completely negligible compared to what's powerful here. And so every person that you share this with, you will earn 50% of whichever donation level they enter at. It is one of the most life-altering opportunities I have ever come across because of how powerful and how immediate the funds are, how liquid the funds are. It is amazing that you could begin in the morning and have matched whatever your paycheck would have been at your regular 9 to 5 in a matter of hours. And I'm extremely grateful to David Rosen, whom I got to speak to on the very first day, because the corporate team or the management and the leadership saw my hustle and everything that I was doing, and I held webinars. I was up all night, and they got me on the phone and said, you got to speak to the owner. I spoke to him, and I actually did a interview the next day, an amazing Zoom call that is recorded. If you want to watch that, feel free to watch that as well. But get back to the person that has shared this with you and realize we have something so amazing, so unique here that can put money in your pocket, and not by the end of the year, not by the end of the month, not by the end of the week, but the end of the day, maybe even by the end of the hour, if you decide to really take action. But this is something that truly can show you that it's possible to make money online. So I hope you take a very, very deeper, closer look and understand that we have something very unique here. And I hope you don't pass on it, because I almost did. And I'm glad that person was patiently persistent with me, because now this has become my primary focus, and I see how I can not only contribute to everything that I want to achieve by the end of this year, but how I can help so many other people create income today. And I hope that that is also you. Take care.